The Chardonnays remain the same. We don't have a bottle of the Pinot Gris here, but just this year you introduced a bottle of the Pinot Gris. Is that the first La Crema Pinot Gris?
Well, we've actually made tiny amounts of Pinot Gris.
We're getting a bottle.
There we go. All right. We've been making tiny amounts, I mean like a couple hundred cases of the Pinot Gris for a number of years now, but we finally have sort of branched out and decided we're going to add another varietal, because we've been so Chardonnay and Pinot focused for all of these years, but it made sense to add another varietal that could be, you know, in a completely different direction from the Chardonnay, a wine that you drink with different foods and different occasions, something that is unoaked, again, bright, juicy, crisp, but balanced. So it has its own, you know, Pinot Gris character to it, but it's still recognizable as a La Crema wine because of that sort of that roundness, that texture, that balance.
And why? It's from Monterey.
Yes.
Did you decide to make the Pinot Gris and then go to Monterey, or were you in Monterey saying everything here is perfect for Pinot Gris?
We were making originally Pinot Gris more from Carnero, so we're making a small amount of it, but I think that mineral quality of Monterey is what inspired us to go with this particular varietal there. It's just, when you take something that's so bright and crisp and add this broad mid-palate and that element of like the wet river stone, you end up with something that's just so refreshing. And you just want to be able to bottle that with a screw cap. It's our first major screw cap.
Screw cap.
And that is our summer wine. That is our first bottle of wine you open as guests come through the door. It's just a wonderful thing to wake up the palate.
And screw cap is becoming more common. People tend to, in certain markets, people tend to associate it still with a certain type of wine, shall we say. But it's being used by many high-end producers, some across their whole portfolio. So don't be afraid of the screw cap. And actually, one of the benefits of the screw cap for me is when you take this bottle to the beach, which you shouldn't do. If you do, take the glass off the beach. Don't break the glass on the beach, but you don't need a corkscrew. Camping, you get the strongest guy to lug in 6 bottles in his backpack, you'll drink very well.
Absolutely. No. Love the screw cap for that sort of thing. So, and, you know, buy the glass in restaurants. Very popular that way
I'm sure.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.